Okay, I'm standing here at Gehaus at the Jewish cemetery, looking towards some of the farmland surrounding Gehaus. As you can see, the town is over to my left, down towards the hill, and behind me and to my left is the Jewish cemetery. Here's another shot of the town, and you can see it's relatively small, lots of little houses with red roofs. The cemetery itself, it starts at this point with the lower numbered graves. Graves are numbered from 1 on up sequentially. At this corner is where the lowest numbers were found, circa 1820s, 1830s. Very difficult to read, and then it proceeds on up to numbered 60s and 50s, and on up through the remainder of the cemetery towards higher grounds on this slow slope hill. As you can see, the cemetery has a rock wall, which is the original wall that was installed here by the Jewish community, and the entrance is barely up there on I'm the standing in the middle of the cemetery looking towards the earlier phase of the grave sites. As you can see, as I pan towards the center here, there's an area that is empty, no graves. My suspicion is that there might have been graves here and that they might have been destroyed, but that's just speculation. They pick up again towards the middle part here, as I am showing. These graves are numbered in the 60s to 100s. In fact, this first one right here, I hope you can see at the very top, is labeled numbered 76. In the middle of these grave sites, the graves of most interest that we found are these in the center. These two, the one on my left is labeled number 104, and particularly this one, number 103, clearly has the names Sander Hauer, as I am showing. I can't quite make out the first few letters. My suspicion is this might be either Sander Hauer himself or one of his children. The cemetery is kept in very good condition. In fact, it looks like they're in the middle of installing a fence, a chain link fence through part of the cemetery, whoever the caretaker is. This is the top part of the cemetery. There are some other relatives buried here, which I'll show in a moment. And this is the entrance through which we came. The entrance to the cemetery is located heading south, following the sport complex sign until the road ends, and then walking a good 200 meters. The cemetery is surrounded by a cluster of pine trees, which are fairly now one last shot of the cemetery looking towards the north, where the Reebok grave sites are located, and the Wachtels. The Reebok's towards the right of the shot, and the Wachtels right behind my sister there. I'm now standing at the southwest corner of the cemetery. It's very peaceful. The only sounds you can hear are those of the birds and roosters down below, and cows. standing outside the cemetery.